Greetings, fellow explorers. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Survival Fountain of Youth. Episode 9, Search for Copper. Alright, next is... where should I go next? Lonely Island. Yeah, actually, that's pretty much the only reasonable destination to do right now. Let me see if there's something else. I could, what should I do next? Go to the Lonely Island or work on survival tasks? There's some survival tasks that I could do in order to gain more survival points. So I could do a tusk tips harpoon, a primitive fishing rod, make a sleeping bag. That's all I could do right now, I think. Yeah. So the reason for the shelf here is for books. And I think I'm going to plow through the books that I've picked up. So this is a shooting book. So 50% chance of the ammo that I fire not taking damage. And I'm putting the books by my bed here. And then the last book was a fishing book. God, it's raining again? Holy hell. So the dry food I have in here is, like, just for safekeeping, and I'll eat, like, the stuff that's due to rot first. So it looks like we're going to head to the Lonely Island in the morning. I'm going to oversleep a little bit just so that I fill up my energy bar. Head to the Lonely Island. I've got feather and ink for mapping. I've got arrows and a bow and everything else I need. I probably need to pick up like one more venom, anti-venom. There we go. I feel all set. Got all the supplies that I need. So, ooh, some fresh hide. I should have tanned that. Oh well. Oh, you know what? There were logs in my boat. I forgot. Yeah, I could bring some extra food. Alright, I'm gonna drop the logs off here. I went to cut down new logs and forgot that I had some on the boat. Okay, I've got food, and we're all set. So the Lonely Island is way up north. Oh, I guess there's still some stuff I haven't picked up here, special objects. Oops, I'll have to do that at some point. But it seems to be pretty calm seas. Are there sharks? Yes, there are. I think... So if you mouse over a biome, it will show you what there is. So like, on the Island of Hope, there are boar, dogs, dorados, which is a type of fish, crabs, chickens, harpies, turtles, jackals, peccaries, snakes, scorpions. And then the starter island is the same biome. This up here, the Northern Islands, is like a different biome. And every biome has a certain amount of raw resources and a certain amount of like hostile and passive critters and different so that drives you to exploration much the way that open world survival craft games does, right? Because the You know, if I, for instance, want copper or iron, I'm not going to find it on the starter island. I'm going to find it on more dangerous islands. So the whole driving mechanics and concepts is, you know, you get good tools and good weapons and good armor and whatever from starting islands, and then you venture out to more dangerous ones. Cheers. I'm going to have to pause the hydration because I forgot to grab water, and that was the last sip of coffee. There's also other smaller islands which could have interesting things on them. I'm also passing the Shipwreck Flotsam. But this is just a box with, like, nothing in it. So, back into the ocean. And here I am in relation to the island. So I'm actually pretty close to where the obsidian deposits are. Boating, because it doesn't require stamina, is a pretty good way of traveling. This boat is pretty slow compared to the other boats, but some of the other boats really, they're fast. So, at some point, I'll probably invest in upgrading the boat for that reason. And then just the simple act of sailing will upgrade or increase my sailing skills, which increases speed and durability and stuff like that. As far as stuff that you can find out in the open waters, there are resources. I don't have a harpoon, but there are resources that you can find in the water here, like seaweeds that you can use for crafting. They typically are around large corals and rocks. So like open ocean, you're not going to find a whole lot. And then as far as the bar goes, you have got oxygen and stamina. So you start drowning when you run out of either. So don't drown. And there are ways to breathe better underwater, if you were wondering. Yeah, this raft actually, if I wanted to go to the opposite end of the island, might be faster than running. Also because I'm not likely to run into anything that wants to kill me, and I'm not using up my stamina bar. I'm next to a bed. I'm next to a storage box that preserves food. So there's a lot of reasons to use your boat over just your feet. A ship box with gross, rotten food in it. So this isn't the Lonely Island. I just happened upon this one, wanted to check it out, see if there was anything of value here. The Lonely Island is out that way, that peak. I'm gonna map this island anyway. This micro island. I didn't get elevation, so it wasn't very good, but whatever. We put a little dot on the map. Glad the sun came out. So here, as you can see, that it was this micro island. We're headed out to the new ones. Does it drift away, or does it need anchor? It comes with a... Actually, this raft doesn't show you that it has an anchor, but the other rafts, like, have anchors. But yeah, it doesn't drift away like you're playing raft. It stays there. Sailing level 2. So just to show you the progress here. Having jumped to level 2, sailing speeds goes up 5%, and the repair quality goes up 5%. So now when I want to repair my boats, I do it more capably. As you can see on the bottom right, just sailing around will use up the durability of the raft. Especially if you hit high water or waves. So sailing around during stormy conditions, not so good for the boat. Before I get to the Lonely Island, I'm going to make a pit stop here too. Flint. And a big branch. Small branches. And if I didn't want to carry this stuff, I could just stick it in the ship's storage. And the ship's storage box is like double-sized, I think. And this one, because it's covered in leaves, helps to keep food fresh, too. We're almost there. Now, the trip out here takes a while. The trip back is going to be a lot faster, because you can fast travel from dock to dock. I just, obviously, because I've never been here, didn't have a dock out this way. But going back home, we can do in an instant. And I'm just looking to see if I can't find seaweeds below me as I approach this. So if you're wondering why I'm like staring at my feet, it's actually that I'm looking for seaweeds. Because so far, where I've done mapping, I haven't spotted really any seaweed. As you can see, there's like sea urchins and starfish, but like no seaweed. And one of the survival goals is to make a set of seaweed clothing. Which I actually find is rather hard to do, because the seaweed is not flammable, and it's sometimes hard to find. Am I ignoring floating boxes because I know there's nothing of work? So the ones that are like splintered are empty. So you can kind of tell from a distance if the box, like this one right here, see how it has holes in it? It couldn't have anything in it. Right? It's broken. It's a broken box. Whereas the boxes that don't have holes in it are still more likely than not to have like rotten food. But yeah, these are just broken boxes. Another broken box. This here is a broken barrel. But, let's see. There's a book here. It is a medicine book. There's this poor bastard who died years ago. So this is a ship's barrel. This ship's barrel can hold liquid. I don't really need a liquid holder, but like, that'd be nice to have. Tendon thread. Sure, I'll take that. And a cannoneer's note about this island. You've learned a new way to travel to a new island. So we only have 4/5 of the Natives Way map, but the Cannoneer's Note explains how to get to the new island the Spanish way. So if I wanted to go to a new island, I could now. But that's not all that was on this island, so let's ascend. Pineapple seeds? And a native map. So now I have, not only do I have the Spanish way, I also have the natives way. So I can definitely get to this new island up here. As I have both ways to traverse. Come on. I'm not using my arrows on you because I want to get the arrows back. You want to fight me? What's up? One dead harpy, two dead harpies. I don't even know where the third is. I think it plummeted. I don't care. I don't need harpy gear. Alright, man.
This is the cannoneer from the crashed Santa Maria. Left without a boat on this rock, he was dying of hunger. Up on top, he found a nest and tried to grab some eggs, but the cannoneer underestimated the danger of these birds, the harpies. And the harpies pecked him to death. Maybe somebody else survived on Santa Maria. I should go to the crash site
That's a rough way to die, man. So he has a improved ship repair kit next to him. And that's it. While I'm out here, might as well map. I mean, I'm pretty high up, right? So here we go. It's just my boat, the nest, and the dead harpies. Not much else. So let's book it. Sail to the Buffalo region. That is going to be my new goal. But before I sail to the Buffalo region, I want to go back home because I want to bring a hammer and at least three construction kits with me. So that when I get to the Buffalo region, I can build at least one dock. I might want to bring more than just one build kit worth of docks, because regions have more than one island. So if I take a look at the map, well, I had in one of my journals a map of the Buffalo region. Where is it? Buffalo region drawing. So yeah, I'll end up probably bringing, you know, some extra supplies, bedding, food, etc. You know, you don't want to depart for a long trip without being prepared. So let's fast travel back to my dock. Hit the sack and prepare to go to the Buffalo region tomorrow. And this new chest is full, so we're using this one. I wouldn't mind reading the medicine book, but I'd rather go to sleep and prepare for the Buffalo region. I still have a little bit of wind chill, but I should be fine. Yep. Alright, so in preparation for the Buffalo region, we are going to take the build kits. And I probably want to build a new hammer, too, because the hammer that I have is, well, it's pretty beat up. I could repair it, though. I see that I have a runny nose. I'm not too worried about it. I'll cure that in a moment. I can also take the snake potion, which will halt my food, water, and energy needs, so that when I get out to the Buffalo region, I'm not, like, fighting the clock with the needs that I have pending. I swear I had more repair kit or build kits. Maybe I don't. I guess I'll have to make them from scratch. Yeah, really, I really don't see them. Oh no, here's some. Alright, I'm gonna make one more of those before heading out. So where's my saw blade? Here it is. And then the other thing I probably want to do before I head out is to... I guess I have a bed on the raft, so maybe I won't worry about the bed. And then we are going to take... Because I have the snake potion, I probably don't need to worry too much about food. Because I'll be able to fill up my food. I'll freeze my food and water needs for a bit. The other thing to take would be rope. So that I can do some cartography when I'm there. So bringing 4 ropes. And then making one more of the feather and ink. Oh, you know what? I can't. Because I'm out of charcoal and eggs. Well, I have 2 feather and ink. That should be fine. Alright, let's do it. sail away to the Buffalo region. Yeah. So here it is. We have sort of 4 distinct islands, and I'm closest to here, which is the shipwrecked Santa Maria. Find the captain's cabin. And I guess while I'm here... Oh, I meant to cook this meat. Let me put the meat away so it doesn't spoil. But I just used my snake potion, so my food, water, and energy needs are frozen for 12 hours. So I won't have to immediately rest. It's a good use of snake potions, in my opinion. Because I don't really have infrastructure on this island. So if I didn't use that, it'd be like a ticking time bomb of like when I need to collapse and go to sleep. So as you can see, lots of points of interest on the concentration mode. It's lighting up. There's a lot of stuff to find here. A book. A sailing book. Probably going to be really helpful to read. So the captain's quarters is in here, but it is locked. We've got coffee tree. Oh, now you're talking. A half log, which is good for firewood. We have an iron rod. The iron rod does what? Let's go up to the... up here. So wood chips, that's like a kindling. Everything around here is just scrap. Even the bell. And we have a cannon. Oh man, how heavy must this thing be? More scrap. Oh, you can scrap shipwreck wood if you want. I just don't need to. It just gives me small sticks, and I don't need small sticks, so I'm gonna save my axe durability and my... So the iron rod was used to pry open the old grate. We have got flint. A torch. And then a hole in the wall. This hole looks like it could be shattered by a cannon. Well, I have an idea. Let's go get the cannon. In just a second. So back here we've got gunpowder bag. That's probably useful when trying to fire a cannon. Oh, rope. Rope made of skin. That's like even better. A cannonball. I bet I'll need that too. In the box, wood chips. Yeah, I don't need more wood chips. Alright, where is that cannon? Place the powder, place the cannonball, and a burning torch is required. Now I have 2 torches. I have my torch I brought, and this one. Oh, I see some booze. Aha! Alcohol. Alright, there is other things in here. Oh, a very nice bed. A set of tools. So a set of tools is a very rare item, allowing you to craft iron weapons, which can only really be found on sunken ships. I.e., there's a finite number of these. Use them well. This bed here is a really high, like, bed quality bed, but I am not tired, so I don't need to use it. And a key. Cool. So if you need to sleep in the Buffalo region and you haven't set yourself up with a place to sleep, the bed in here is great because it's sheltered from the elements and very high quality. Higher quality than I even have at home. Well, I don't think the captain's fared well. And there's the same deal bed here too. Logbook of the Santa Maria.
Captain of Santa Maria and his mate are killed. It looks like the killer took them by surprise. But who could have done such a thing? And, most importantly, why? On the table, there is the Santa Maria's logbook, stained with blood. Apparently the killer looked into it. I must examine it at once.
So these two were murdered. They didn't die in the shipwreck. Ooh, feather and ink. Yes, please. Marine binoculars. So, the bonus for that... So, it is... information about distance to the items under markers and increase marker visibility radius in concentration mode by 50%. So a buff to concentration mode. Now I have all the information I need of the Santa Maria, and there are sharks in this biome. So now, the task is to find Copper Island. Sounds good to me. Let's do that. I'm just putting the things I don't immediately need on me away for carry weight. And let's go to the closest island here. Or actually, have you pick which island to go to. North, east, south. And if you know, don't vote, please. To avoid spoilers. So there's Island 1, Island 2, Island 3. It looks like North is winning at the moment, so I'll start sailing to the northern one. But if you want me to change course, that's totally fine. Bye, Santa Maria. Again, staring at the water, looking for seaweeds. I hope it's not nauseating. So there are the islands. Land ho! So the one off to the left is like a micro island. I'm going to be heading to a major island here. Did we get a map from the island we were just on? We probably did. No, actually, maybe not. We got the logbook, the cannoneer's note. I don't think we actually got a map. I could be wrong. I'm not very patient when it comes to, like, reading lengthy documents while on stream, because it's less compelling. Once I get close to these islands, it will tell me what they are. But there is some sort of... I mean, I see lots of point of interest. So on this island on the left, there's some sort of compound. And then there's obviously that, like, temple-looking thing. Yeah. I see some pillars and something that looks like a windmill. This is Red Island. So Red Island has aloe, cannonball trees, hibiscus, vines, clay, copper, coal. So let's try to find Copper Island, where we were tasked to go to Copper Island. And I think what we'll do is search this one, try to get close to it. Now, as far as kits go, whoa, let's not fall. I have 8, so I have enough to build 2 docks, almost 3, but 2 docks, so that I can dock up 2 of these islands. I should have brought 1 more kit for a full 3. Oh, did we map it ourselves? No. I mean, we mapped this Santa Maria, and now Red Island. But not Copper Island yet. Alright, I'll hide that pole. It's no longer relevant. And maybe we'll stop at this sea temple before we head all the way over to to whatever island is that one in the distance. Most of these sea temples have chronicles, and often the chronicles will give you survival points, which makes your character stronger, so exploring points of interest, definitely in your best benefit. There's something at the top. Cassava seeds. Ah, nice. So we have coffee seeds and cassava seeds and pineapple seeds. We've got a lot of good seeds. And then up top was a lamp. And a tegu skin flask recipe. So it's a recipe to make a flask out of tegu skin. Tegu is like a type of like a monitor lizard or a Komodo dragon. Like think like that. Neat. It's too bad I don't have lamp oil. I bet that would look really cool at night lit up. Alright, using concentration mode, I don't see any other points of interest. And checking to see if there's any seaweed in the water. I don't see any. So let's head out to whatever the island was straight ahead. Oh, that's definitely a cartography tree. You know what? Before I head over to this island, because we have a little bit of daylight left, let's hit this cartography tree, because just we're so close to it, and we also have rope, and we have feather and ink, so that we can put some local knowledge, mapping knowledge down while I'm here. You know, when in Rome. Because this is a brand new island, it's going to have things that I have not encountered before, like aloe and cannonball, and also copper, potentially. Cannonball is a type of tree. Yeah, you want some? No? So, we have revealed tegu, big branches, coconut palm, fruit of the earth, which would be cassava, termite mounds, anteaters. I wouldn't mind getting... You know what? I actually don't have the capacity to get cassava. Because it's harvested with a shovel. And I don't have a shovel. Hang on. I was about to look up how to make a shovel, but I think this bird is going to attack me. So shovel would be a big branch. So maybe I'll, I can go over to the big branches right over here, grab one, and then craft a shovel out of it. Well, that was a weird noise. These are anteaters. And they are herbivores, so they're not hunting me actively. Before I lose daylight, I am going to start the torch. Yeah, there we go. So these are prickly pear. And the prickly pieces of cactus, I don't know what they're used for yet. I mean, I know, but the game hasn't told me, so won't spoil it. Let's see. There was termite mounds. Oh, and a new mushroom type, which can be roasted. So these termite mounds give you clay and handfuls of termites. And the handfuls of termites can be turned into treated formic acid to help with overheating, heat stroke, overheating in general. So if I'm getting too hot, I can make like overheating medicines. And now I have a wood shovel. So let's go back to the cassava. Oh, bird wants to fight. Where is it? Alright, so the cassava I've got can be turned into mushroom soup with the trichloma, or coraloma, as well as the mushrooms that I have. So I should try to find some of those new mushroom types, because if I did, I would be able to make mushroom soup, which is a... which is required for a story point. So before I go back, let's see if I can't pick up one more of those mushrooms. They're like kind of neon green. Oh yeah, right here. So 2 of those, 2 of the puffballs, 1 of the cassava, and clean water. And that is all that is needed for those mushroom soup recipes. So great. If I bring this back to home, where I have my my hearth and pot, I'll be able to get another story point, or survival point from that. I think because this island is so close to the coast right over here, I'm going to skip dropping a dock here in lieu of dropping a dock on whatever this island is, because this island is going to be pretty close to Red Island. Giving him the treat the hard way. You've never seen any farming in this game? Have I done any of that? Yes. Once I get back home, if you want me to improve the base, adding a compost bin and also a farming plot is a good idea. If I start farming, I am going to need some sort of flask. So maybe I try to do a tegu flask, because I just picked up the recipe for the tegu flask. Or I have to make like a bamboo flask or something like that. Because, little spoiler, in order to farm, you need some way to move water around, and I don't currently have one. Alright, this is... Oh, I don't know what it is yet. These are some pretty steep sand dunes. This is Windy Island. So, let's put a dock here. Obviously, by processes of elimination, the last island's going to be Copper Island. Come on. So Windy Island has crabs, dorados, harpies, jackals, turtles, aloe, agave, obsidian, and stone. It also has strong enough wind that it just blew out my torch. So I'm going to be putting a dock here in the dark. No, I didn't get hurt. That's good. There is some living water pretty close to me. But I wanted to go to Copper Island, so let's go process of elimination to the last island. So the purpose of the dock here is I can always return here whenever I want through fast travel, provided that my solid raft has enough durability to survive the trip. And now we're heading south to Copper Island. Is moving into the Santa Maria possible, or is it building on an island that's not allowed? So you can't really build in the shipwrecks. So you couldn't put your, like, benches or anything in there. Also, minor spoiler, those nicer beds that the Santa Maria had, yeah, I can eventually craft those too. So the advantage of moving into the Santa Maria isn't really, you know, wouldn't really help you. So you could, but it would not be a good spot to live. Thank you for tuning in to Survival Fountain of Youth, which originally streamed live on Twitch September 24th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below, but please keep in mind I'm trying to avoid spoilers. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. And if you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow explorers.